By the way, this is these questions are from Les, and she also says, when you get out, please debate Richard Dawkins. He won't know what hit him, and that can you please explain to us how something could come from nothing? And that's what Richard Dawkins likes to talk about. You know, the singularity type thing.
I would be honored to debate Richard Dawkins with half my brain tied behind my back. He refused. I called, when I was going to England years ago to preach, I called his office, and his secretary answered, and we talked for a little bit, and she hung up on me. Later, my secretary called and talked to him personally. He hung up on her. He would not debate for any amount of money. You say, Dr. Dawkins, I will debate you for 2 hours. I'll give you $1,000 for 2 hours. And we'll produce videotapes of the debate. You get a master and I get a master, and we both can sell it for life as long as it's unedited, unaltered, etc. Except for maybe adding better graphics or slides if you want to put in a PowerPoint slide or something. He won't do it. He wouldn't do it for $100,000. He just simply won't. See the video that made with Ben Stein called Expelled. That's on drdino.com. It's an excellent interview with Ben Stein interviewing him on evolution, and you can see for yourself. But the answer to the question is yes. I would be thrilled to debate him, but he won't do it.
Yeah.
In my booklet I wrote about my debate with, I debated P.Z. Myers, self-proclaimed atheist in Minnesota. It's an email debate that I did a year ago. Today, actually, was when we finished up the debate. I was in Berlin, New Hampshire at the time, but it's out in book form called Whose Mouths Must Be Stopped. That's up on 2peter3.com. But you can see they're cowards. They want to talk in front of their students where they have an obvious academic and psychological advantage. But to take on somebody that they can't fail or fire or frighten terrifies them. I've had 4,600 professors refuse to debate me. I'm just so...
You have 60 seconds remaining.
And they won't do it. They're scared.
2 Peter 3, I just want to say here, Randall did such an amazing job putting together a very personalized... that website right there, I'm sure, saved a lot of people. I just want to say that real quick here. She asked, can we get something from nothing? And I know that sounds like a silly question, and she says it is a silly question here. So can we get something from nothing? And if God created everything, that includes nothing.
The idea of something from nothing, that is correct. God can create something from nothing. He can also create the nothing, which is, I think, probably a concept that's not possible for the human brain to wrap around. I know mine sure won't. But yes, God can create something from nothing, and he did. Claims he did, and I think there's no other logical explanation. You know, where did matter come from? Where did time come from? Where did energy come from? I just got to speak a few weeks ago at the Bible study here. There were like 40 guys that came from different dorms to have a Spanish Bible study, and they asked me if I would share. So I covered just Genesis 1:1 for nearly an hour. In the beginning, beginning is a reference to time. In the beginning, that's time. God created the heaven, that is space, and the earth, that is matter. So you have a trinity of time, space, matter. They have to come into existence in that order. You have to have time first, and then you can have space, and then you can have matter. If matter was created first, where would you put it if there were no space? Or when would you put it if there were no time? So the Genesis 1:1, and it's heaven singular, by the way, in the King James, it's the only one to get it right. Time, space, matter is a trinity, each one dependent on the other, and they have to come into existence in that order. And then each of those is also a trinity. Time has three, by the way, of time, space, and matter, only one of which is visible. I think God's trying to start from the very first verse and teach us that he is a trinity, Father, Son, Spirit, only one of which is visible, the Son. But time has a past, present, future, three parts to it. Only one of which is visible, the present. So you have in the beginning, there's time, which is a trinity. God created the heaven, which is also a trinity, linked with height. Three-dimensional heaven is the only way it can be, as far as our brain can figure out. You cannot have two-dimensional space. It flattens out to nothingness again. It's gone. You have to have at least some of the third dimension, or it's not there. And earth, matter, comes in three flavors: solid, liquid, gas, another trinity. So just in 10 words, you have a trinity of trinities in there with an amazing verse. So God created from absolutely nothing. I have been told the Hebrew phrase is ex nihilo, N-I-H-I-L-O. And there was a magazine or a website by that title some time ago. I've not seen a computer in a long time. I guess the world has changed since I've been in here for over 100 months. But yeah, the idea of God creating from nothing is I can't get it all into my brain, but I can believe it, and that's what he said, and I trust him. I think he can do that.